What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the old Modern Warfare 2 maps and compare them to the remastered versions in MW3. And we're also going to look at the differences in terms of the changes that were made. Some maps have new accessible areas and added elements like water where you can swim. So we're going to take a look at all of that. Leave a like if you're hyped to see these maps return in MW3, and let me know if you think the remastered versions look better than the originals. With all that being said, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start with one of my favorites, Highrise. They really stuck to the original with this one. This is one of the few maps where they didn't go crazy with the lighting. One of the things that made this map so fun is being able to get up on the roof and onto the crane. So I wonder if those spots are still accessible. And it looks like the red barrels are returning. Overall, this map still has the same vibe as the original. I think it looks really good. Next, we're going to look at Terminal. They made some significant changes to the color palette on this one. It seems like the theme is more blue. Honestly, aesthetically, I think it looks better than the original in some ways. You can see they made some changes to the visual details, but overall I think it looks pretty good. I have a lot of good memories doing trick shots and ladder stalls on this part of the map, so I'm glad the ladder's back. Next, we have Estate. They made some changes to this map. You can now access the water behind the boathouse and swim in it, so I think that'll be interesting. I think the lighting and brightness makes the map look good, but the only issue for me, and I feel this way about some of the other maps too, is that it kind of changes the vibe of the maps. So I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Next, we have Skidrow. The original version had this yellowish green tint to it, and it seems like they removed that, and they replaced it with more of a gray hazy tint. And I believe they removed the hole in the ceiling where you could drop down. So I personally prefer the original version over the remaster. Next, we're gonna look at Rundown. The changes to the brightness and color palette on this one don't do it justice. I like the vibe of the original version. It was dark and kind of gloomy, and I know they probably did it for visibility, but honestly, I never had any issues seeing people on the original versions of these maps that were darker. So I prefer the original version. Next, we're gonna look at Wasteland. With all the attachments in modern COD games, I feel like long-range weapons, especially ARs, are going to be extremely powerful on this map. This is another one that they brightened up a lot. I feel like the setting and theme of this map was meant to be dark, and I just don't think it fits. I prefer the original one. Next, we have Derail. I know a lot of people didn't like this map, but I feel like with the upgraded fidelity and visibility, people are going to enjoy this map more. Next, we have Underpass. I really like the weather element that they added in the original. The rain and the overcast sky really add to the vibe of this map, and it looks like they're going to keep the rain in the remastered version, so that's good. They brightened it up just a little bit, but I still think it looks good. Next, we have Subbase. This map looks a lot different without the fog. I think the fog actually made the original one look and feel colder, if that makes sense. It made you feel like you were in subarctic temperatures, and the new one doesn't give me that same feel, so I prefer the original version. Next, we have Favela. They made a lot of changes to the details of this map, like the cars and the colors of the buildings. They mentioned that there's going to be a lot of new places to mantle, where you can climb up to places that you couldn't before. So I imagine this map is going to have a lot of places to mantle, and a lot of jump up spots. Invasion. It looks like this one has less color than the original, and it looks brighter, which I don't think benefits this map. I prefer the original version. And finally, we have Karachi. It's interesting what they did with this one. This map looks like it has some pink midtones, and to me it looks less illuminated. They actually gave this one a darker vibe, but overall I think it looks good. Let me know which remasters you think look better and which ones you think look worse, and what map looks the best to you. I personally really like the way Terminal looks. They added a lot of blue to the color palette, and I think it looks great. That's it for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.